busy show, but we're going to start off with England, and their boss, Gareth Southgate, has been speaking today after he announced his England squad for the upcoming Euro 2024 qualifiers against Malta and North Macedonia. He spoke about Trent Alexander-Arnold's interesting new role at Liverpool.
Well, he's a super footballer, and he's obviously playing in a slightly different role, which I think has invigorated him in the last few months. He has always, of course, been in advanced areas of the pitch with the ball. He's just a little bit more central now. So that's interesting for us, there's no question. Something I've talked with him about in the last couple of weeks. And again, we're looking forward to working with Trent, and we'll see how that all plays out.
How's he going to, well, if he plays him, how's he going to play Trent? In a normal, boring right-back role?
I think so. I mean, unless Gareth's been watching Stones, he might go, do you know what, we're onto something here. But no, I'd expect under Southgate them to play the same type of formation, because I think is Kyle Walker in the squad? He has to be in the squad. Yeah, he'll I think for a fact he'll be playing right back, because he's been unbelievable. Carl, by the way, the last month or so. There
was a time recently where he couldn't get into Man City. He wasn't getting into.
Remember, Pep said he can't play that inverted role.
Yeah.
But I think Pep put that to the...
What was the game he brought him back for? Was it Real Madrid?
No, he brought him back before that.
Well, it was a big... was it your mob? It was your mob. He played him against Arsenal.
But then all of a sudden, I think Pep realised, you know what? I think he's better in the team than out of the team.
Yeah.
When Vinicius Junior couldn't do anything.
Yeah. By the way, we'll have more from Gareth Southgate in the next part of the show. We've got some interesting stuff he's been saying, so make sure you stay with us. Let's stay with this England squad. So no Raheem Sterling. Is that a surprise?
A little bit. I mean, I've heard mixed reviews. I've heard some people saying that he ruled himself up by saying he doesn't feel fit enough. But I don't think his form also warrants being in the England squad. I think
but there are other players that their form also doesn't warrant.
No, honestly, Gareth being Gareth again. Might as well go straight to it.
Harry Maguire.
Embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. Because I get it. He keeps talking about, this group of players, but I think he's just sending out totally the wrong message. I think there's certain players in the squad that have earned the right to be in there, and they're not in there. And there are players that are in the squad, like Harry Maguire, who his last 3 appearances, his last one was Seville. We know what happened in that game. He didn't do too badly against Forest when you beat them, and then he played 45 minutes against Sevilla when it's hit off his head and went in. I just think he's got no form whatsoever. How can Gareth pick him? For me, it's sending out the complete wrong message.
Okay.
If I'm a player playing really well for my club side, it's telling me that, Gareth's got his favourites. So it doesn't really matter what I do in that position.
I'm playing devil's advocate, right? I have to. But don't all managers have their favourites?
Yeah, I get that. And listen, Andy, you're right.
Like Raheem Sterling, right?
Yeah, but at least Raheem's playing. Harry's not even playing.
He wasn't playing that much for Man City. When we got into the Euros and he had an unbelievable tournament, I remember having a conversation about why is Raheem Sterling playing? He's not playing a lot for City.
But he was still playing more than Harry. Harry's not playing at all.
But if again, I'm not saying I agree with it, but I'm playing devil's advocate. But if he trusts a player, that must count for something.
Okay, but you can trust a player, but then what message does that send out? Because basically, that's what saying to me. That's saying, well, regardless however you play, because I trust him, even if he's not playing, I think he's better than you.
Okay, let me just chuck some other names at you. Calvin Phillips as well. What do you make of that?
Yeah, strange, but again, I guess it comes down to that situation that Gareth trusts him, so that's why he's in there. A good Euros,
exactly the same as Harry Maguire.
Well, yeah. Again, should he really be in there? I thought you pick players on form for your country, not players that you know.
Okay, Tomori, he's not in there. Could he be?
Champions League semi-final. If I'm him, I'm thinking, you know what?
Hasn't been that great recently.
Okay, but he hasn't been great, but he's playing.
Yes, that's right. I'm asking you the question.
Yeah, but all these guys are playing.
Okay, Joe Willock. I've just written down a few. Morgan Gibbs-White.
Gibbs-White's probably a little bit. He probably feels a little bit gutted that he's not in there.
Okay, Longstaff.
Yeah, again, played really well for... I think Dan Burns won.
Yeah.
That you look at and go, wow, what a good season they've had at Newcastle. Champions League football now.
Yeah.
How's he not in the squad?
Ramsey at Aston Villa.
Yeah, Jacob Ramsey. Yeah, that's coming though.
Yeah, I think it is coming. I thought it would have come in this though.
Yeah, it's coming that. But yeah, Dan Burns one where you go, do you know what? Hold on. And even Ben White, by the way, he's been brilliant for Arsenal all year.
Yeah, but there's obviously, I mean, he came back from was it the World Cup?
Yeah, got sent back home.
Something's gone on there.
But if you're Dan Burn, who's a centre-half by trade, and you've had an unbelievable season, you can play centre-half, you can play left-back, so you're a bit versatile, and he's still picking Harry ahead of you. You must be thinking, well, while this manager's in charge, I've got no chance.
Lewis Dunk is in. He's had a cap before.
Thank goodness for that.
That's the right thing to do.
100%.
And just look at the forwards as well. So we've got Foden, Grealish, Rashford, Saka, and Callum, and Harry Kane. So only Harry Kane and Callum Wilson are out-and-out number 9s. No Ollie Watkins.
He'd be gutted. The guy's been on an unbelievable run. I know he's not scored, I think, in his last 4, but still, his form before that warrants him getting a call-up. And I would have liked to have heard that conversation between Gareth and him saying, why are you not in it? because I think he's been brilliant.
I agree.
talkSPORT Drive with Andy Goldstein. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.